This anime is probably one of my most all-time favorite romantic comedy animes ever. It will always probably be somewhere on my list because this was really good. I loved this anime. I mean, I almost had no problems with it, and it's probably one of the most romantic out of some of these animes that I have been watching. But this one here can be different with romance, but sometimes it can get a little bit cliche. But when it gets cliche, it doesn't get over it and kind of switches around how cliche it does get, which is one of the really good qualities for this anime. But I have to say that Toradora was brilliant and amazing. So what makes this anime so amazing and brilliant? Well, I'll get to that in just about a second or two. But there's some things that I have to say about this anime first. Is that, I really planned on watching this anime a long time before I even, was that into anime. When I was first starting out, I was 10 years old, and I saw this, and then I was like, oh, this looks like something I really need to watch. But then I was only into dub that time, and look now, I got my wish, and it's in a really good English dub. It may not be the most perfect English dub, but my high expectations were perfect for this anime because my high expectations were right. It got them all right. So let's get to why this anime is so brilliant in my opinion. Starting off with the story. Okay, so mainly Toradora revolves around the main character Ryuji Takasu. So basically, he lives in this one little house next to a gigantic apartment complex. But then one day when he goes to school, he sees this one little tiny girl, and he bumps into her. So then she punches him, and then yeah, later that day he sees her inside of a classroom with desks flying around, and she's inside of a locker. So yeah. Anyways, so later he finds a love letter in his bag, and it was a love letter with nothing in it. And it turns out that she put it there, and it went to the wrong person. So yeah. Then starts the real story. It turns out that she lives in the apartment right next to the house. How could anyone not see that coming? I mean, that seemed like it was probably going to be pretty obvious. But then they start to meet more people. It starts to become they try to get each other hooked up with another person that they actually like. But it was obvious that they liked each other in the whole process, while at the same time liking the other person. Because Ryuji liked this one girl with pink hair, well, reddish pink hair, named Minori. And so Taiga tries to get him hooked up with her. And Taiga likes a guy named, can't think of his name right now. That's why I'm looking on my phone, sadly. Anyways, rather than that, he tries to get her hooked up with him because, surprisingly, everyone's friends in this anime. So, yeah. And I think I'm going on and on and on and on and on about the story, so let's go on. So, first there's Ryuji Takasu, and he's basically the main character of the series. He's pretty much a stereotypical main character, but he's kind of different in some ways. He's different because he's more of like a clean freak and tries to clean and stuff like that. And yeah. Anyways, then there's Taiga Isaka, who is basically the main female character, and also the tsundere of the show. And she's basically like the regular main tsundere. She's considered to be the queen of tsunderes. So yeah, she's a pretty likable character though. Anyways, so next there's Minori Kushieda, who is that pink reddish haired girl. And basically, she's supposed to be the love interest of Ryuji, but at not really the same time. It wouldn't be that good of a couple if they were together, knowing the anime. Next, there is Yusaku Kiramura, who is supposed to be Taiga's crush in the whole series. So yeah, and he's also supposed to be the student council president. And yeah, there's not much more to say about him. He's not really a bland character, but he's just kind of meh. Then there's Ami Kawashima, who's supposed to come off as like this really like cutesy character. It turns out to be like a really like bitch, basically. And to put in shorter words, bitch, basically. So yeah. Even though I already said what? Anyways, so yeah, there's other characters in the series that I don't think I'm getting to, obviously, but I'm probably not going to get to them in this review, but you can go see for yourself for this anime, because it's really good with its characters anyways, so yeah. Anyways, now on to the animation and sound. The opening I always start off with, and the ending, so I'm going to say the opening, about my opinions on the opening. They're pretty good openings, actually. They're not the best openings ever, but they make it onto my top 100 list. Well, the first one does, because I only do one anime per like one opening per anime anyways, so yeah. Anyways, the ending was also really good. The first things for the anime were both really good. I won't really say that Silky Heart for the second opening is the worst of it, but it's actually a really good opening. But I like Pre-Parade a lot better. Anyways, the animation is done by JC Staff, who does multiple animes, and yeah. But I have to say that they did a really good job on this anime. And the soundtrack for this anime, I can't remember barely any songs for it, because I have that bad of a fucking memory. Anyways, so yeah. Perfect opening. Not the best, but really good. Second opening, not as good, but really good also. Ending 1, pretty good for an ending. Ending 2, not as good, but still good. So the songs are pretty catchy in it. Anyways. The animation I already covered, then the sound I already covered. Uh-oh, what's next? What is next? What is next? What is next? Problems? Or not? This was a really good romantic comedy. I have to say it's one of the best, and it's really good. Now I'm more of a fan of romantic comedies because of this anime. But what is a good romantic comedy to watch? Let's see, what is one? I came up with an idea. Amu! That's not a romantic comedy. Shut up, self! Anyways, wait a second. It kinda is. I know, self, so can you stop? Ugh. Anyways, so my rating for this anime is going to be a 10 out of 10. It scored a 5 on my top 30 list, and it's really good. I recommend it to most romantic comedy anime fans who have not seen this. If you have seen it, tell me your thoughts on it below in the comments. And so that's about it for my review. So, bye. Wait a second. There was something I forgot to mention in this video. Wait a second. What was it again? Oh yeah, I know now. How did I not see it? Okay, what this is I have to say this because, okay, the dub is done by NIS America, and I don't know why I didn't say that earlier. Because, NIS America is finally doing dubs now. Their first dub was actually for a video game, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Anyways, but this is its first anime dub, and I have to say that's really good. So, yeah. Sorry for having this being at the very end. Like, okay. Bye, for real this time. Anyways, so yeah, bye. Bye. Like I keep doing already. Oh my